All right, here we go. We're in game. We have game one of our best of 9 between TY and Zoun, right here on Eternal Empire. All right, down here in the bottom left corner, we have the red Protoss, Zoun.
And spawning in the top right, we have the blue Korean Terran, TY.
All right. Oh, for a second I thought that SCV was going out on the map, but no.
I did too. The touch down the ramp a little bit, but it's a good way because typically you'll sit there and you'll wait like half a second for a mineral.
Yep.
It didn't miss a beat.
It will unfortunately just be a supply depot, so open and standard. Both players so far.
Looks like Zoun's going to take the round trip over to the other side of the map here.
Yep.
Check for proxies. He's clicking out in front, making sure he's not.
Yeah, Zoun just making sure there's no proxy reapers happening. Nothing too cheeky. But no, it looks like we're just gonna have a pylon gate gas expand for Zoun and just a regular reaper expand out of TY. Two ships pass each other in the night.
That's right.
This is a bit of a late probe scout. I guess it's because he checked for the proxy first, but typically the barracks is only like half done when the probe gets there.
Yeah, because then you can get a little bit of harass, but it's a lot safer to scout for proxies, especially when you're playing with such a big difference in MMR. Just making sure you're not getting proxied.
Yeah. I guess I'd oh, go ahead.
I mean, your EPM difference is negligible, though. I mean, you're hitting about the same either way, so.
Yeah. No effects hitting us up with the Twitch Prime. Thank you very much, Noah.
Thank you, Noah.
All subscriptions do go towards supporting this stream, so it'll be things like team jerseys for our pro team and things like that, putting on these show matches. So appreciate the support.
We do have the Adept starting to head out across the map to see if he can get any damage done. The Reaper is back at home, so he's nice and safe. He should have a little bit of backup by the time, just about the time this gets here.
Do you have a probe still out on the map? Looks like TY is gonna try to hunt it down with the SCV. He's also probably just making sure that there's no proxy Stargate or anything like that going on. He does see the probe. No pylon down. The depth's gonna come into the natural here. Beautiful pickup with the CC there.
I saw that, yeah. And he's gonna finish this shade up into the main. He's probably gonna get at least 2. Oh, he's not targeting. There you go. Oh, he missed it. Is he gonna make it out? I don't think he's gonna make it out. He's dead. Yep.
Losing that.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, losing that Adept really hurts this early. He's not gonna have a good way to scout and kind of see what the army comp of TY is. That, and it's just pretty annoying to have to keep raising that depot every time the Adept shades in.
He does have a pretty healthy pro count right now, though. He's already on 36 to 28. So.
Yeah, TY is still pretty suspicious at this point, I would say. You see the Hellion and Reaper going down to the bottom right there, looking for, again, for proxy buildings. He does find the probe and picks it off. So a nice find there by TY, but there are no buildings out on the map, so nothing to worry about right now.
Yeah, he'll get nothing done with this poke here. All he sees is the extra gates. Reaper's in the main, trying to get a little bit of work done. It's a 1-kill Reaper. Getting a nice full scout on. He sees that Twilight Council. He sees the Stalker, so he's automatically going to assume that that's going to be Blink. And with Blink, you'll start to see Zoun move across the map, try and get some damage done. I would also expect to see an observer or something get out on the map here pretty quick, but I don't see anything for high ground vision so far, so
Yeah, not much. Have a bunker going down for TY. Looks like an armory and a third CC. Getting drilling claws on the for widow mines.
Oh,
Little
and there's
curious.
your observer. Just got started up. He's got it. Okay, so he's got it at his robotics facility and his natural.
Is this drilling claws gonna? Oh my god, he's doing a mine drop with drilling claws. I don't think I've ever seen this before.
Oh my
This is
goodness.
so scary. Oh my god.
Oh no. He does have the observer getting ready to pop, and if he if he keeps these mines though,
Yeah, these mines
he
are
can
gonna be just
instantly.
fine.
Yeah. With that instant burrow and everything, it makes it a lot easier just to kind of stick around on this side of the map.
Have you ever seen someone open like that? I feel like that's the first time I've ever seen someone try that.
It's pretty gnarly.
Meanwhile, Zoun in the main here getting 8 SCV kills. TY is coming up here. He's going to shoot him away with the Marines in the tank. Some decent blink micro.
Yeah, he ends up saving all the stalkers and getting some pretty good kills. He's just going to sit here and let these guys kind of recharge their shields for a minute. Oh, he's going to go home. Meanwhile, his third is done.
Meanwhile, TY is going to boost in here with another mine drop. Again, each one of these is just a lot scarier with that drilling claws. It's like you need an observer around to clean it up. They burrow right away, so if you don't pull extremely quickly. And look at this, he's just going to keep sending out medevacs with mines. This is the third one.
That was those 2 mines that just died. That was 13 probe kills between the two mines.
Yikes.
With that kind of value, why wouldn't you send another one across? Oh my goodness.
Oh, this is cute too. TY is going to walk one of the mines up into the third and then go for a drop on the net. Or even the main.
And these sentries are... He is going to see this. He's going to have to boost away from that. Oh, and there's no blink up. Oh!
This is so brutal.
3 kills. He's spreading these probes all over the place. I don't think Zoun... Oh no, he's going to hit the stalkers. Oh, he got lucky.
Almost a really good retarget there by TY. He was trying to retarget right in the middle of the clump of probes, but Zoun reacted perfectly right at the last second. So okay, overall not a bad hold by Zoun. I feel like that was pretty scary. And he really didn't lose anything. Just 3 probes for 3 mines, not too bad.
Yeah, he's only lost a total of 17 workers with the mine drop so far. So that last drop only got an additional 3 workers. And
these mines are going to continue to be annoying the entire game. Look at that.
Yeah, just getting stalker kills, probe kills. He's going to have to start to transition out of this though with this big push. This can get a little bit of damage done here.
Yeah, we're going into the mid game here with TY has his 3rd down. He's got about an equal probe count to a Protoss, which with mules is not a good situation. For Zoun, that is. And so I feel like Zoun has to do a little bit of damage here.
That friendly fire doesn't help though. There you go. He got a couple of good hits there.
Pretty good fight by Zoun here. He started that by peeling off the Zealot being targeted by the mine, and as you said, put a lot of friendly fire on those Marines, so TY is just like, well, I have to back up. And Zoun's army is still pretty big here. He's going to move into the natural. Zealots charge forward.
Oh no, they're... Oh! And he's going to have to pull some of the boys here to make it count. He looks like he should clean this up, though.
Yeah,
he's got another warp in. And
TY is going to win this fight, but he just lost 10 SCVs, so this might have been what Zoun needed to kind of even out the game. I don't know if it's good to stay here for Zoun or not. It seems like TY is the upper hand now. I feel like he should just back off. That being said, another warp in coming in.
Yeah. He's very committed to this.
Yeah, but I think TY has enough here. Still though, Zoun didn't really lose anything even in that second engagement. Now he will back off, so good damage out of Zoun. I feel like TY is now 20 workers behind, whereas before he was even, so definitely worker for Zoun. Got the 3rd base pushed back, and it will not be saturated anytime soon. Meantime, there's still some mines just being annoying here. This one's just sitting in the back of Zoun's 3rd. Looks like he does know it's there and will pick it off.
Oh, he's going up to. Is he gonna see it? He does see it. He's on it. Oh, if he gets this, this is. Oh.
Yeah, War Prism will get away, but now that TY knows it's there, I feel like it probably won't get much done.
Yeah, he's already got mines headed up to that corner to try and stop this if it tries to come in here.
Yeah, and Zoun just recalls it out.
Yeah. And he is going to see this move out here with this zealot at the tower.
Yeah, TY just going to push across now. He's got bigger army value. He's got 1/1 stim combat shields. He's ready to go.
Yeah, I don't know that a bunch of stalkers holds this. He's going to need some real magic here. On the bright side, he does have sentries, so he can try and zone a little bit of this out. But
So
with these mines,
Zoun does have 4 High Templar on the War Prism, and Storm is just about to finish. So this is actually a bit of an anti-timing by TY.
yeah. And Storm is finished. There it is.
Okay, well TY is going to reinforce and looks like will not run up that ramp, which I think is a good decision.
I'd really like to, yeah. Zoun's a little bit supply blocked right now. He's not going to be able to get any Colossus out for this fight, which I think would be a good supporting role for this army.
Yeah, for sure. Does he have the Robo Bay?
Oh yeah, he's just a little supply blocked. He's got one in production now.
He's making an Immortal. Oh, meanwhile, we have a Zealot run by going up on the 3rd base of TY. Looks like TY is just going to pull everything back. Just have 1 Marine here in Zone's 4th. Probably just for scouting. These Zealots being pretty annoying here. And it looks like Zoun's trying to get aggressive now, moving across the map.
Yeah, he's just going to send it. Oh no, he's going to lose his War Prism. Oh!
That'd be disastrous. What happened to Zone's High Templar? Oh, they're in the back. A little bit of posturing here. Looks like Zone's gonna engage. Most of the Zealots go down. I think TOI has to back off here. He can't fight Storm. He has no ghosts. There are ghosts coming out.
I don't believe he has the upgrade yet, though. Yeah, he has not started that upgrade. Which does give a little bit of an advantage here to the... He can't really reach the Templar to without engaging the rest of the army.
Yep, TY doing a really good job staying on the top of the ramp here. He's forming a nice concave. He does have ghosts in the army now, so there'll be no more shields or energy for those High Templar. So Zone's got to do a pretty good job of just keeping the Templar in the War Prism and only dropping them out when he needs the storms. And TY is going to have to try to look out for that and maybe preemptively EMP. Man, really back and forth game so far.
And resources lost is only about 1,000 mineral difference in the favor of TY. So, and typically with a Protoss with the economy difference.
Got a random High Templar out here.
Just hanging out. He's like, eh. If anything comes my way, I guess I'm going to throw a storm out there.
It looks so intentionally placed there. Is he just going to try to storm the workers when they transfer? Alright, got another fight.
It's not a bad idea, actually.
Yeah, once again, TY sitting at the bottom of the ramp.
He's going to lose this War Prism. Oh, and it does go down.
Big pick-off for TY. Although there is another War Prism at the top of the map, so maybe not that big of a pick-off for TY. Doesn't hurt. Alright, got another big engagement here. Zealots, ooh, gonna pull back for now. Both players a little worried about just a straight up engage. You really want to take your time and set up the fight so that you'll trade well. So for Zoun,
Does
that
get
means
those Widow Mines. There are no more Widow Mines with this army. So that's gonna, looks like that's gonna back TY up just a little bit.
yeah, that is a little difficult to engage into mass charge lots like that without any Widow Mines, but on the other hand, there is EMP out of the Ghosts, and TY is an upgrade lead. I believe it's 2-2 to 1-0. And so I think TY actually can melt through those Zealots in a straight up fight, as long as he doesn't get stormed to death. So we do have a Dark Shrine going down.
DTs are always annoying. And there's really no detection out on the map right now for TY either, so these will get a little bit of damage done.
Yeah, TY gonna load up 3 medevacs, gonna go across the map.
And he's gonna catch it with these zealots, so he knows something's up.
Yeah, but TY and Zoun, they have a big engagement going down to the bottom right. I'm not sure that Zoun actually saw that.
Well, he sees it now, I promise you that.
Oh my god, this drop just killed 13 probes. He's gonna kill these upgrades.
Yeah, this...
I don't think TY's watching. There's another fight going on the other side of the map. Zoun's army just got wiped.
This is bad all over for Zoun. The good disruptor shots up in the top left. The storm's just a little bit behind the bio, so the bio can't retreat. But he's losing everything. He's gonna have to back up and try and warp in some more.
Man, there's fights all over the place. We've got Zealot run-bys at the 4th and the 3rd for TY. TY is attacking at the bottom right. That drop is still fucking with the natural. Oh my god.
Oh. He's gonna pick up and drop back down. The storms aren't enough. He's still in the natural.
Okay. I think it's finally over.
And at the end of the day, it looks like there's a huge TY lead. You're talking 22,000 resources lost to 15,800. And he's still in the natural poking around.
That drop, man. So that actually reset the upgrades for Zoun as well. So now TY's upgrade lead is only going to get bigger.
Oh, and he gets another warp prism up at the top of the map. Supplies are surprisingly much closer than you would think, though, with the way this has gone. It's 122 to 135. And yep. Zoun has a 20 worker lead. After losing all those workers.
Looks like TY liked the way that last drop did. Oh no, he's going to cancel that. I thought he was just going to go in again and be like, well, it works last time.
We've got another warp prism up at the top of the map, and that dark shrine is finished. And we got another drop coming into the natural here. He's going to make it happen twice. There is no static defense this time, so this will be instant damage for this drop. And he's boosting in. Meanwhile, out on the map, we've got the two armies just kind of posturing. As this drop goes down, he's going to recall everything back to the natural and see if, and try and hold this natural. Can't afford to lose it. He does lose it.
TY might actually just win this fight here. The units did recall in before the Nexus was sniped, but they still... Okay, Zoun does clean it up. I think that was Zoun's whole army, though.
And there is no power to these buildings. He has no bank.
Yeah, and with that drop, the worker count's even again, and TY is up a base. Zoun is only just taking his 5th now.
And he's got a worker lead again.
Yeah, so I think at this point it's looking pretty good with TY. He's got a healthy upgrade lead. He has the tech that he needs, and he's at least even on bases with Zoun.
Yeah, this looks like Zoun's getting ready to all in. He's gonna just send it and see if he can get some damage done. He doesn't have a choice.
Okay, Zoun's gonna come into the natural here. I don't think he should.
And he's gonna get caught up. He's gonna get caught.
We're gonna have some big disco balls here going down the ramp. TY is for dear life.
Yeah, and he's cleaning this up really fast. There's just not enough here with this Protoss.
Yeah, some good unit positioning, good splits by TY, dodging the disco balls, and at the same time, dealing a lot of damage to Zoun's army there. It looks like... I thought TY was going to go into the natural again. You killed it. You killed it, TY.
Yeah, here he goes again. And there's an Artosis pylon here. He cannot unpower all of this production. He needs to get these shots out right down this ramp. There you go. He's zoned the bio out.
Oh, nice around here from Zoun, nice. Though.
He's going to clean all of this up. Meanwhile, down here at the 4th and 5th, you've got a
big disco
bio run by. The bio run by at this is one of his best only mining bases. He has to keep this. Yeah, he's going to try and pull everything back here to catch up to this bio army here.
Yeah, so I'm going to come back to push TY out. Thought he was going to surround for a second, but I don't know. TY has just a lot of stuff, man. I think Zoun's one chance, or as if he can get a couple of big hits with these disruptors. I think that'll help him out a lot. He already got a couple at the natural, but it wasn't quite enough. So what do you need here if you're Zoun? Do you just keep doing Stalker Disruptor? Do you try to get into Sky Toss? Do you get Colossi? I feel like it's a bit late for Colossi.
Yeah, I don't think the Colossi at this point are gonna do well enough. Even though the range upgrade is really nice, there's enough Marauders peppered in with this army to just really destroy anything he's got. He's down in upgrades. He's down in army supply. And there's a 38 army supply difference. A 38 just general supply. And almost all of it's an army.
Oh, TY catching these disruptors here. It looks like all of them will go down. One disco ball goes, but that was...
But he's going to catch the Bio out on the army. Oh, and the Widow Mine shots.
Okay, a bit of an exchange there. I really think losing those disruptors is maybe the icing on the cake here.
Yeah, that's going to really hurt. These Stalkers can't compete with this army.
Big EMP is going down. He gets all the High Templar. There's no storm here. No splash at all. I think TY might just run zone over here.
Yeah, he's got the Liberators there. He's got the Widow Mines, and there's the GGs.
GG. Oh, that was awesome. Guys, I'm going to restart the stream real quick. We just got the go-ahead to remove the 2-minute delay. So I will see you guys in 2 minutes.
So the beginning of that match was really awesome. Really, it was action-packed the whole way through. Very impressed.
Sec, we're not live at the moment.
It's fine. I am really impressed, though. How about you?
That was a great game. Just gotta save the hype for when we're live.
That is some pretty epic PVT right there.
Yeah, that was great.
Really good long macro game.
Alright, yeah, there's only 45 seconds left in the buffer, so just start it after that. Why am I the lobby host?
Hey, are you guys in game? I'm not in.
Click the link in the channel.
Oh, there it is.
Alright guys, we are back live. The 2-minute delay has been removed, so should be a little more interactive. I guess that wasn't a requirement, so awesome. Who wants host? Rushy? There we go. Alright, so that was a really good game. I enjoyed every minute of that. There was at least 4 fights happening everywhere all at once. TY just going nuts in the beginning with the Drilling Claw Widowmine build. That was insane.
Oh my gosh. You would never know with 1500 MMR difference of how great that game could be.
Yeah, like I said, Zoun is on paper a lot worse than TY, but like I said, he cleaned up innovation in their last 2 matches, and that's really the only history I have on him for PDTs. Like I said, he did play TY once and lost 1-2, but it was still a close series. Here we go. We have game 2, TY versus Zoun in this best of 9. TY is up 1-0.
Our second map here going to be on Nightshade LE. This is actually a personal favorite of mine. I really enjoy this map. I just like the coloring on it. I like how dark it is.
Yeah, I'm a fan of this map. All right, in the top left, we have the blue Terran TY.
And spawning in the bottom right from Team Alpha X, it is Zoun.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Zoun is actually on the team that's sponsoring this.
Alpha X, yeah.
It's got the home team advantage here. Alright, so you think we're going to see a normal mine drop opening or a TY mine drop opening?
I hope it's a nice juicy TY.
That's what I'm hoping for. Yeah, I really like how TY emphasizes multitasking in this matchup. I know that like one of the things I struggle with in TvP is whenever you kind of headbutt against the army, the Protoss army is usually stronger. And so one of the big advantages Terran has is just being able to be mobile all over the map all the time with those medevacs. So I'm really happy to see him abusing that here. Also makes for great to watch games.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's action everywhere. It's hard to keep up with. Makes me glad I have 2 screens, so I can sit here and watch yours and mine all at the same time.
You get an instant replay in 2 minutes. I guess
that's right.
A 2-minute replay.
No, not anymore. Not anymore.
Oh yeah, it's instantaneous now. Alright, probe gonna be a little annoying here. Looks like standard builds on both sides. TY gonna see I believe it's a Nexus Cyber. It's nothing too aggressive yet. Oh, Zoun might lose this probe here.
No. I think it's interesting not opting for the Reaper this match. Went with the Marine instead.
Yeah, I guess he feels that he can get enough scouting information with that SCV for this map.
It is a little bit of a shorter map.
Yeah, and getting Marine first does let you put your factory down a little bit quicker as well, so maybe he wants a bit quicker mines out. Bane Falcon says, I just want to see some cheese. Yeah, man. At least, I mean, this is a best of 9. If neither one of these players pulls out some kind of shenanigans.
Got a nice cheeky little probe hanging up here at the middle of the top middle of the map here by this refinery. Just hanging out, waiting. I'm interested to see if we don't see a little bit of proxy Stargate action.
Yeah, that's interesting. TY is actually going to get a scout on the Stargate with that initial scouting SCV, so I guess that's why he opted not to get the Reaper. I'm surprised he was able to keep it alive. Maybe he knows that Zoun will send the first adept across, and so he doesn't have to worry about it.
Zoun's bringing this probe back home. He's not going to do anything with it, so.
Not yet. So it looks like we will have drilling claws again out of TY. Is this the new meta? I hope so.
Yeah.
He's going to start a Viking and not a medevac. I didn't pay attention to this build too closely early. It looks like he's going to cancel the mine and go tank. Interesting.
Yeah, he can't get the drilling claw mine until he gets a armory, so that may be what the change is there. Opted for the tank Viking though.
Yeah, I guess that Widow mine's just for the Oracle.
Yeah.
Or a possible Oracle, I should say. It looks like it's actually going to be Phoenix. Did he make an Oracle? I don't think he did.
No, he's pumping out Phoenix at this point. And just try and be annoying in these inner lines. I would really like to see an engineering bay go down for TY here so we can fend this off.
Yeah, well, I never found that Phoenix was all that scary against if you have a decent Marine count. Because you usually lose a Phoenix if you try to dart in and lift one, and then you can kind of split up into 2 groups or have Widow Mines out, and you can usually get a little bit of a trade for any pickups. But I've never played against Zone's Phoenix Micro, so maybe I have no idea what I'm talking about.
TY's looking like he might move out onto the map a little bit with this pretty scary looking army here. This is enough to kill this third. We don't see something happen quick out of zone, because he does not have enough Phoenix to be able to deal with this whole army here. There's 2 tanks and a Viking to back this up.
Yeah, we got a pretty healthy Marine count here and a few SCVs, but are no doubt going to build some bunkers. And what does Zoun even have? He's got 4
Yeah, I
Phoenix.
think Zoun's just dead here. I mean, he doesn't really have anything that can take care of this. He's going to drop a bunker as well. He's going to get the siege up on this. He's going to have to cancel the third. You don't want to move. You don't want to go into that.
Yeah, Zone's got 4 Adepts, 5 Phoenix, and a Sentry. I don't see him breaking this at all.
He's going to go ahead and hop on top of this army and see what kind of work he's going to... But these tanks are just doing work on these... But he does get it does clean up pretty decently. If he can get the lift off on this Cyclone, that's a big deal. The Vikings are going to clean this up. He's going to have to...
Yeah, that went a lot better for Zone than I thought, but TY still has too much left over with those reinforcements coming in, and this third's pretty rip.
Yeah, yeah, it is not looking good for our Protoss player here. We've got 2 Phoenix left on the field and a couple Stalkers. We do have a Colossus getting ready to finish up, which will help with some of this bile. But with the tanks and the Viking, this kind of zones out any Colossus play.
Yeah, and we do have a Colossus out here now for Zone, but he lost everything trying to engage at the third base, so I feel like with that, TY has a huge lead. His third base is just finishing up now. Zone has to completely restart his. And once again, the worker counts are pretty similar, which is never good if you're the Protoss. Pretty impressed by TY's openings here. Seems like he's got some nice timings.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch these replays over and over and figure this out. We've got the double engineering bay finishing up, so he's gonna be working double upgrades here very, very quickly. Stem's getting started up. So this next push should come here in about a minute and a half from TY, and it is gonna come just lock, stock, and barrel. He's got Ravens clearing out, observers. He's getting ready to start moving.
Alright, so the armies are starting to even up. Zone still does not have a third base, but TY's isn't landed, so he's not getting income from that yet, aside from the mule. It looks like TY is going to go ahead and take his third now. Not gonna lie, the top Terrans might ruin it for all the lower Terrans struggling with toss.
I know.
They give us something to look up to, man. We can be inspired.
I don't know that pushing out for Zone right now is a great idea.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, he doesn't really have any kind of advantage here he can exploit. He does have the splash, he's got a warp prism, so maybe with a zealot warp in, the numbers will look a little bit better for him, but still,
and he's just instantly, these Cyclones are gonna get in here.
It's actually gonna go Adept. That's another thing I don't think I've seen in a while against Terran. Phoenix Adept.
He's gonna try and target down these tanks, but that is a whole lot of Terran bio. He's gonna try and take this fight. He gets the lifts off on the tank, but they instantly going back down, and the whole army is just taking splash from this.
Yeah, TY just stimming through here. There is the one Colossus still alive in the background, which I think will help a little bit.
Yeah, Zoun just has to pull back here. He needs to get out before he loses anything more. Look like we're gonna go for some Colossus drops, so
Yeah, Zone's desperate, man. He's got to get whatever damage he can here. He's way down in army now, and he's still down in economy as well, so he needs something here.
Getting a little bit of damage, some damage in here though, killing off some of those Marines. He's gonna go ahead and get out of there. Not push his luck any more than he has. We do have SCV over here blocking this fourth for Zone.
Yeah, what is Zone's ticket back into this game? I feel like disruptors, right?
Yeah, you gotta go disruptors and get some splash out there to take care of this bio.
Alright, well, Zone's gonna head out and try to continue that Colossus harass. Maybe if you can get, oh, I don't know, 35 SCVs, might even it up.
The whole army's getting ready to start pushing across the map here. He doesn't have vision on this army, so he doesn't know. He is going to have this observer pass over, so he's going to see it coming. But what can he do about this army here? He's got 2 Colossus and not a whole lot else.
Yeah, Zone just doesn't have a lot of units here. He has 2 Colossus, and one of them's in the natural on the other side of the map. He will recall it back. It's taking some damage from that Viking, but TY is just going to stim in here right on the 3rd base. He's got
there goes the Colossus.
And what? Zone doesn't have anything.
Yeah, it's all gone. Those tanks took care of it. And there's the GG.
All right.
I wish my tanks were half as effective as TY's.
Yeah, oh, wow, that was not close. But okay, so TY opened with a pretty strong tank push there, brought a few SCVs for some bunkers, and I don't know if Zone didn't see it coming or just didn't really... I feel like he just kind of overestimated how strong his army was there, because he acted like he could defend it. I mean, he shaded in with the Adepts, and for a minute it looked pretty promising, but the TY just had too much. Streaming reinforcements, the bunker finished, and he never really killed the tanks. Good push indeed.
Yeah. Really, honestly, it all started with that push in the face. I think that's the big thing, is you have to take advantage of what you can to turn your little leads into big leads. And that's exactly what TY is doing here. Just whittling away at the Protoss.
Yeah.
Here we go into game number 3. It's going to be on Zen LE. How do you feel about this?
Zen? I don't like Zen. I'll say it. I actually think it's okay for Terran. I mostly just don't like the layout. You've got like the weird mineral wall in the natural, so you have kind of 2 entrances, and then in the middle of the map you've got the double mineral wall where tanks can't fit. So you gotta, I don't know, kind of awkwardly path around it if you have tanks in your army. So I don't know. It's a pretty map. I like the tile set.
It does have a pretty good tile set.
All right. So TY with a 2-0 lead. Once again, thanks for watching, everybody. This is an event put on by Team Gosu and Team Alpha X. Thanks for watching. Rip. So Shiest, it's 2-0 in favor of TY right now, and it's a best of 9. So we'll at least get 5 games, even if it's a 5-0. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think we haven't really seen all the builds yet. I think both players still just open it up pretty standard, since it's the beginning of the series and trying to test the other player out. And I don't think these two have played that often, so I'm not sure if the other player knows what to expect.
There's been a good deal of respect shown here. Both have played pretty safe at the beginning. We haven't really seen any cheese. But spawning in the bottom left corner of Zen LE, we have TY.
And in the top right, we have the red Protoss. It's Zoun. It's a weird pylon placement. Is that just for vision later? Or is he just blocking
Yeah, that's to
potential
stop
Reapers?
the Reapers. Stops the Reapers. This isn't really a map that you see tank pushes come from from that side. You'll see drops, but you won't really see any tank pushes. So it's actually pretty safe to go ahead and build buildings over there.
Yeah, this cliff over here on the left side of the main is one of the reasons I think this map is pretty good for Terran. Because usually there's dead space on maps here, but you can just kind of siege up and kill any buildings on the side, and it's really difficult to engage into it.
And he's gonna go ahead and block the entrance here. So I'm thinking something a little on the cheeky side here, and I do see it. We've got 2 barracks in the main of TY.
Oh, we're gonna see a T11 opening with the blocked scout. All right, this is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, Kirby's like, yeah, show me how to use 211 versus Protoss.
This is the correct way to play StarCraft. Oh, hang on, guys. We need to pause. Lara will be right back. Alright, so what did Zoun see? I think all he sees is the 2 supply depots and that rack, so he really doesn't know what the follow-up is. He
knows something funny's going on. He just doesn't know what it is yet.
There's actually gonna be 2 Reapers. Is this a 2 racks Reaper play?
That's what it's looking like right now.
What the hell?
And he's checking for proxies too, and he's gonna catch this probe out here. The probe's looking for proxies, and TY was checking for proxy. But there are no proxies.
TY just gonna take his expansion. So I think he's planning on maybe zoning out this probe so that he can't get the scout. And then this Reaper kind of just looks like a normal Reaper timing, right? That's just the first one.
Yeah.
So I think at this point Zoun doesn't know.
This is 3 racks.
Oh, 3rd rack's going down now. 3 racks after the CC though.
This is different.
So
I wonder if we're gonna see some Marauder play here. He'll go Reapers into Marauders, maybe.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I mean, these Reapers are gonna wreck this Adept. So Zoun actually expanded anyway. There's no shield batteries. He just added one on the. He has one on the way now. Can 3 Reapers kill 2 Adepts? I think with 1 low it can.
But can they kill 4 Reapers? This is just looking like straight Reaper play. Okay, now we've got a Marine coming.
Yeah, I feel like if TY can just pick off these Adepts, then he just has a free run over the probes, right?
He's gonna have this Oracle out, which will take care of these here real quick. And he's gonna start to run those Reapers away too.
Yeah, and with 3 Adepts now, I feel like straight up engage becomes a lot less likely. But TY does not care. He's just gonna run by, go into the main, and kill all the probes.
He's gonna get some probe kills here. Oh, the nice grenades. They zone out the. Oh.
9 probes going down. 11, 12. Where is the Oracle? There's the Oracle.
The Oracle can't come quick enough. And there's the Stalkers.
Alright, so nice split up on the Reapers. So the Oracle's going to run out of energy without being able to kill all of them. But it will bail Zoun out for now.
And he's getting his engineering back. He does have a pretty healthy Marine count at this natural, so... Meanwhile, up at the top left, we've got a pylon going down, so we're going to have a place for some warpins. Honestly, I really feel you kind of have to all in after the damage. You've lost 12 workers by 4.5 minutes.
Yeah, I was gonna say TY came out of that with a worker lead, so I think those early 2 Raxes were absolutely worth it. Definitely got what he needed to out of that. And especially because he expanded early during all that.
We've got 2 Oracles heading across the map here. A couple of Adepts coming behind. Use the Adept. Oh, he's gonna send the Adepts home. These Oracles are not going to find any work here. There's a turret here in the main.
We do have a Dark Shrine at that proxy location at the top left. And I think TY kind of expects it. So this is a little weird, right? So he... Zoun opens Stargate, gets Oracles, shows the Oracles, and then goes Dark Shrine? Doesn't he know there'll be turrets up?
Yeah.
Maybe he's just hoping that he can kill the turret before TY can respond, or maybe just, I don't know, distract him with a push or something with the DTs going in.
I think the oracles were more a response to those reapers, just trying to zone out the reapers in a way something they can't hit. But I really think it was a mistake for Zoun. That opening was really confusing. There's wasn't able to get in and do any scouting, and it's just kind of carried on for the rest of the game.
Yeah. So TY is going to do a little poking at the natural here. I don't think he got anything done.
He's not going to see this Dark Shrine though, which is nice. He doesn't know that that's even on the field yet, and we've already got DTs getting warped in here right outside of the third. They're going to go in, and they will find some work here.
Yeah, but I still feel like TY is already kind of prepared for this.
No, yeah, with the turrets and his mineral lines.
Now, he doesn't have any scans. He'll have one once this third CC finishes up, so this might not be the best time to go in, because TY is going to save that scan. And TY knows. TY gonna stim up, save his third. He will use that scan, pick off at least one of these DTs. Looks like that one will get away. There's still, let's see, a DT died in the main, I think. Unless that was the Oracle.
That was the Oracle, but it's delayed this starport for a good minute.
Alright, yeah.
And the DT poking back in here to the third. Just kind of hanging out in the mineral line, waiting for something to come along.
Yeah, TY just gonna lose 5 probes here. He's gonna put up a turret so he can't sneak any more DTs in the front there, and I think this is considered a held. Or a hold.
Almost. yeah, this is very much so held. This Oracle's going to try and come in here, but the whole bio army is just sitting right here. 1, 2 kills.
Yeah, that Oracle getting a little bit more done than the DTs. 8 kills in that Oracle.
And more turrets going down.
Alright, well, we still have a game. Zoun has his third base. It's fully saturated. Looks like he's throwing down some more gateways, getting an armor upgrade. No splash
We've
yet.
got a Templar Archives on the way as well, so we'll start to see Storm get started here very quickly, I'm sure.
Yeah, so TY is going to move out now, and I think this is a good timing. He has +1, and there's no splash on the field yet, so Zoun's got to defend this third base.
And this Dark Templar is going to try and start picking away at some of these Marauders, try and soften this army up. These are 1-1 versus no upgrades.
Right. Does TY know that DT's there?
Ooh.
Alright, every second here is good for Zoun because he's just buying time for Storm.
Damn, creep.
Meantime, TY doesn't have a lot of tech. There's no Ghost Academy. He's only got 1 starport, 1 factory.
And he's going to catch this DT. And then you're going to see the 4th go ahead and get put down here for Zoun. He's just going to try and mac her up a little bit.
Yeah, I'm actually curious what TY's plan is here. Shouldn't he be adding... Oh, okay, there's the Ghost Academy now.
Oh, he's going to go... He stems in here. He's going to try and pick off some of this work down here.
Yeah, Zoun's
you got a
already
whole
in
bunch of
position with the
stalkers.
Stalkers. He's got Blink finished, so he can kite this all day. That being said, TY is picking off the buildings anyway. Okay, but that's not the worst thing in the world. Zoun actually has a nice worker lead now, so I think they're about even on economy. And all TY got there was a pylon and a gateway, so wasn't the end of the world.
TY's sharking around now here. He's right in between the Dark Shrine and the pylon. We've got another pylon going down. There's just pylons all over the place here. But he's going to at least know if TY tries to hop out of the bottom of the map to the right.
Yeah, that and he can warp in pretty much anywhere.
Yeah, if he gets an observer over here, he can even blink at DTs up here into the main if he gets that upgrade.
I am a little confused by the bottom right pylon. Like, he already has one at the top left for hiding tech. Was he going to hide a different tech building down here? Or was it just like an option? If one got scouted, you can put it in the other spot? Because you wouldn't warp units down there, right?
Yeah, we've got big warp ends coming. He knows that this army is on its way. Good storm right there in the middle of the army.
Yeah, snuck around the back with the High Templar. TY does have ghosts, so Zoun's gonna have to be a little careful about his High Templar placement. Looks like he has 2 more High Templar going around the back now. 2 in the front. This could be a pretty good engagement for Zoun.
Zoun's just kind of bleeding out Templar, though. Those are not inexpensive units to make, so he's got to be careful here.
Yeah, not at all.
He's get some good hits with these EMPs, too. A lot of this army's shields are completely gone. The storms are there, but...
Zoun coming in from the back with the Zealots, but unfortunately the front flank just melted by the time he got there. And once again, how does TY do this? It makes it look so easy.
GG's are called.
Alright, TY is up 3-0 in this best of 9. Man, that game I thought was actually pretty even after the DT follow-up. So the DTs didn't get a lot done, but I thought that Zoun was able to stabilize, and his only real problem was he didn't have any splash tech out because he did the DTs. But by the time TY actually attacked, I thought that, you know, Zoun had at least Storm. Maybe he needed more, maybe he needed like Colossus or something like that.
Yeah.
Or just more Zealots.
I really don't know. I just don't know what you do to beat. It makes it. He's making it look very easy.
I am happy that we've had different builds out of TY each time. Like first game,
Yes.
he did the cool drilling claws mine drop. Second game was a tank push, pull some SCVs for bunkers, and third game was some weird 2-Rex Reaper expand 3rd-Rex shit that I've never seen before either. So I don't know if he prepared for this series or if he's just pulling out the fun builds.
Lyra wants us to tell TY to throw a couple matches. I don't think we're gonna have TY throw any matches.
Yeah. And I think I don't think Zoun's gonna get swept. I think
he's gonna take at least one map. He's played really, really well.
Yeah, I know that last game didn't look super great for him, but you know, like remember how that started? Some weird Reaper build that I've never seen that build before. You think he knew there was 7 Reapers coming in after TY expanded? Just kind of running past the Adepts and picking off 13 probes. So he might have been a little bit thrown off just by the opening there. And then I think that the second game just came down to a pretty bad decision to engage into the tanks on the 3rd with the bunkers there. I think he just kind of misread the army sizes.
Yeah. Well, that build from TY was kind of sneaky from the very beginning, blocking off the. Makes it.
Yeah, Lyra says.
Say, do I build a stalker or do I an adept?
Yeah, Lyra says that Zoun probably has a lot of nerves right now because he actually is expected to lose this match, right? Like TY is a god of Terran, so I think the cards are a little stacked against him, at least on paper. So maybe he does have some nerves going into this. But here we are in game 4. TY is up 3-0 in the bottom left. The blue Terran, TY.
And spawning in the top right from Team Alpha X, the co-sponsors of this event, we have Zoun.
I think it's Zoun, because one of his nicknames was Into the Zone.
Ah, okay.
Unless he was trying to be cool and be like, Into the Zone. I don't know. Probably not.
Wow.
Alright, Zoun, let's see some cheese. Come on. Come on, buddy. What's your least favorite PvT cheese to play against?
DTs by far. I just can't stand DTs in general.
Yeah. Yeah, I can agree with that.
It makes you waste mules. That if you don't have a Raven, you're wasting. You're using scads to clear up something that's just annoying.
See, Lara says the scariest cheese is Proxy 2 Robo. I can actually get behind that one too, mostly because I never see it. So if I did, I would definitely die to it, 100%.
I don't like any kind of proxy whatsoever, but I don't like cheese and playing against cheese in general. I just generally tend to die.
Bane despises Phoenix Rush. Dude, Marines counter Phoenix, right? What's so bad about Phoenix? Gildan, you don't even play Protoss. Shut the fuck up. Alright, we still got standard openings on both sides here.
Yeah, he's getting a lot of good scouting information here, though. He knows that he's gonna know that it's a depth first, so he'll know to expect something on his side of the map. He's gonna go ahead and get a bunker down. Since he didn't opt for the Reaper, he knows that the adept is gonna be coming out. Warp gate started up here.
Alright. Twilight.
And we've got a Twilight Council hidden up in the top. I don't think TY has seen this Twilight Council.
No, not yet. We also have Proxy Starport at a TY here. Looks like we're going to do a Hellion drop. TY pulling out all the builds.
I used to be a fan of Hellion drops. From what I understand, it's no longer the meta.
Yeah, the problem with this build, I actually used to do this a lot, and I think I got the build from TY, but it leaves you super open to early pressure. So you kind of have to decide it after you see Nexus before Cyber opening. And then you got to make sure that they're not sending anything across the map early on, because you really don't have anything at home when those Hellions go.
He even brought an SCV here to put on a little bit extra with it.
Just to tank out a little bit. So it is interesting. He's poking the front with the Hellions. Don't you want to keep these alive for the drop? Unless he just has a Viking. He's just making Vikings. Okay.
Runs up there and starts getting kills. Already has 6 worker kills. Does get cleaned up, but TY still on this side of the map. He's got a Marine. And another 2 Hellions.
Yeah, TY being super aggressive. This Viking's gonna fly into the main and drop. He's still got a couple Hellions to the natural. This is super hard to defend. If you're the Protoss.
He's spread very thin.
The Zoun gonna pull his Stalkers back. He leaves one at the front for these Hellions. I don't know if that's gonna be enough. He's gotta be a little careful of stacking those probes up. These 2 Hellions can still kill a lot of probes. Alright, looks like those shield batteries will be plenty. So Zoun's looking pretty good here.
He's gonna go ahead and pull his stuff back. We do have the 3rd going. He does see that.
Yeah, 6 workers total killed so far. And so Zoun is now even with TY. He would be a few ahead.
I don't know if this is a mistake or not, but he's got a starport queued up on something that's already building something. I don't know if it's the one that's building. No, it's got to be one of these.
The starport's flying back from the proxy location.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Yep, I see that now.
Okay, Zoun moving across with the stalkers. Blink is finished, so now it's his turn to put on some pressure. TY still trying to get these Hellions in. Zoun says no. GTFO. Okay. Well, actually, getting this starport would be a pretty nice pickoff by Zoun. You don't really want to rebuild that if you're TY, but looks like it will get away.
He's just gonna sit here and work on this bunker for a minute, and he's gonna go ahead and load it up. Does he get the bunker? Oh, he got the bunker.
Yeah, nice pick there. He did lose a stalker. I think that was a mistake.
He's gonna go ahead and head back across to the other side of the map. He is up 7 workers.
Yeah, Zone's feeling okay. He's got his 3rd base up, but so does TY. And TY adding on his 4th and 5th racks. So, I think TY has a
Okay.
slight lead
Yeah.
here. But not,
4 more
not
gates
much.
going down. You've got 1-1 on the way from Zone. Stem and +1 on the way from TY. I think we're just gonna chill here for a second. Got this observer coming across the map. He'll have vision, try and get vision of when TY is gonna move out again. Interesting.
Scanning the main base, TY is going to see the gateway explosion there. Also see the 2 forges upgrading. And looks like TY is just going to take his third, macro up. Because their third base timings were the same, TY doesn't really have to do anything here. Whereas usually Terran stays on 2 base for a little bit longer and tries to damage the third.
Charge and stem finishing when within 10 seconds of each other.
Yeah, is that that's a normal stem timing, I think.
Yeah,
It's fine.
it's just ironic that they both finished within 10 seconds of there.
Yeah. Alright, Zoun's trying to be a little annoying with these stalkers, but I don't think he'll get anything done with stem.
He does have concussive shell on the way though, so Zone continues to do this though with these stalkers. He's going to start to hemorrhage stalkers really quick. Marauders.
Zone just gonna back off because he doesn't know when that's gonna finish, and TY is gonna go across the map and see what he can do. Now we do have the problem again of there's no splash because of the Twilight opening. There aren't Colossus or anything like that, so this might be a little hard to stop. Now Zone does have charge, so with a nice setup pre-fight, I think he'll have.
The boys have been pulled. They're clearing out the rocks. This is pretty committed here.
Oh man, all the
Tanks are going to siege up. And he does see this. He's got an observer camped out on the high ground. He knows it's moving around to his turn. Oh, but the tanks are sieged, and it's a hard place to get in. He's gonna try and pick off a couple pick these tanks off, but this is a lot of bio knock on his front doors. Good force fields. Gonna zone some of this army out while he gets rid of this tank.
Yeah, I think this is a pretty good fight for Zone. If he has any more force fields, he might win this, but. Alright, probe's being pulled. Yeah, it's gonna be close, but I think TY has enough.
He's got... Oh, we've got Zealots getting warped in here with the charge. Another Colossus coming to reinforce. This is gonna get... Eventually this will get pushed back, but it's a at what cost kind of scenario here. Yeah, he's gonna go ahead and pull back across the map, but he's lost.
Yeah, Zone holds, but as you said, he had to pull all of his probes, losing 22, so that kind of just negates the SCV pull from TY. And I think he even lost more workers than TY did, because TY's got a 5-worker lead now.
I think we may have had a little bit of a run by on the other side of the map that we missed, because workers killed is only 4 different.
Yep, 27 to 23. And TY also has an army value lead now because he wasn't streaming reinforcements across the map, and Zone was using everything he had that whole fight, so TY is actually going to be up in the second fight. Alright, I like the Archons, and I like that Zone's getting Storm up here, so if he can just hang on for a little bit longer. Oh, don't chase.
Yeah, he needs to pull this army back ASAP.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he's going to blink back out of this.
Okay, so Zone's coming from a little bit behind here. The Storm will definitely help, but yeah, I mean, he's definitely behind at this point.
And yeah, he's going to continue to warp in these High Templar here.
Yeah, I feel like that's been consistently a problem where TY takes a really good fight right before there's any splash out. And I think in the first game he was ready and that was a really good game, but then in the next 3 he just didn't have enough splash for these fights.
Yeah, well that's... Oh, these Templar may get caught out. Oh, good force fields. They're going to zone the rest of the out. He's able to pick them up with that warp prism. He's gonna get 2. Ooh, blinks right back out. He's gonna go and morph those 2 High Templar into an Archon since they're out of energy. He's gonna go ahead and get a Zealot warp in here. Ooh, does he lose it? He's gonna. Oh, they don't pop the bubble.
Nice
Oh!
storms here. So I'm gonna take the initiative and try to jump on this army here, but I don't know.
With libs and mines.
TY just cannot be stopped.
Yeah, this may be a little bit too much. Do have a shield battery here, but he just lost another. He's got 1 immortal and 3 stalkers and a couple zealots.
Yeah, and TY is rallying across the map at this point. He's
Ooh, good storm.
But he thinks he's in a good spot. I think he's going to try to kill this third right here, and I don't know if there's a lot the zone can do about it.
I don't know that I like the idea the idea to morph these into Archons. Oh, and good Widow Mine hits. He can't attack into the Liberator, and there's 2 more right here.
Yeah, I mean, having Archons in the front is good, but he doesn't have anything behind the Archons, so...
Yeah, once again with no splash, this is... Now we can just leapfrog forward with these Liberators. Ooh, and the Widow Mines.
Yeah, TY's playing it safe, I think, because he doesn't know if there's hidden High Templar back there, but I think he could just stim in here and kill what's left. Especially with that Liberator. TY just going to back off and play it safe. He's up to a 4th base now, he's got a 10 worker lead. So he's just going to max and go again, I think.
His 2-2 is getting ready to finish as well, while there's no 2-2 even started from our Protoss player.
Zoun hasn't bought the 2-2 DLC yet. Oh, he double forged too. What a waste. I mean, TY's 2-2 is later than mine, so I can feel good about that, right?
We've got a little bit of a move out here to the middle of the map to trying to do map presence. TY's just macroing behind this. He's gonna go ahead and get a healthy Liberator count. His 2-2's getting ready to finish up. I'd expect to see a move out here pretty soon. And it looks like we may be moving out. Yep, down here, the clump of bio down here.
Well, I know one thing. You can't justifiably complain about TvP after watching this.
I can still complain about it. It's my worst matchup. I was on one of my accounts earlier today, and I'm looking at it. It's like I'm 20% versus Protoss. I'm like, what am I doing with my life?
Listen, I get combat shields before 13 minutes every game now. It's my claim to fame. 13 minutes.
Oh, don't let Lyra... I caught Lyra playing without combat shield not too long ago. Still. He'll never admit it, but I did.
We'll have to get Jank to pull up the replay record. Alright, TY is just going to run in here and end the game.
Yeah.
GG, TY up 4-0.
Yeah, Gildolin, but if you play someone like me, then you can feel good about your TVZ.
Bane Falcon equals Kirby? No, dude. What makes you say that? I know, I'm not even a sub. What am I doing with my life? Hang on.
Well, let's see if we can fix that real quick.
Here we go.
Oh, no, no, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it.
I'm doing it.
It's
guys.
coming. I'm sending 5. I'm sending 5 out.
There it is.
And
Oh
did
shit,
you get it?
We're not in the lobby. Did they just start without us? Or are they remaking? Oh, we're in the party. Never mind. Wow, everybody's subbing now. Thank you,
Oh, I just sent out
Cloud.
5.
Thank you, Rolch.
Thanks for
Zerg
watching, guys.
Smash
We
just
really
subscribed.
appreciate it.
Thanks, man. Thanks, guys. Once again, all subscriptions go to supporting team events, so future show matches, jerseys for our pro team, things like that. So really, really appreciate the support. We're just waiting for the lobby. I think Zoun is going and looking up the 2-2 DLC that Lyra was talking about, so he'll be back shortly.
Welcome, everybody.
Armageddon subscribe. Jeez, Subtrain. Thank you very much. How's it going, Dricket? Listen, don't ruin this for me. Sub's a sub, you know? Oh, we're just waiting on TY. I suppose we can't start without him. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna sub in for TY real quick. Celebrity player. Don't worry, I got it. I'll do that 7 build. He'll never see it coming. Alright, here we go. We have game 5 between TY and Zoun. TY up 4-0. Zoun is on his last game, potentially.
Let's see if we see any cheeky play here, and that it's possibly his last life.
Yeah, does it take a match point to get Zoun to do something cheeky? Alright, here we go. Spawning on Simulacrum in the top left, we have the blue Protoss player, Zoun.
And spotting in the bottom right, it is the Terran that we all know, TY.
Oops. Yeah, that's right. Man, people still gifting subs. Thank you for the sub gift, Cloud. Bane is disappointed because he's not getting his cannon rush.
Yeah, it does not look like a cannon rush. We've got a gateway down, so nothing cheeky yet.
Oh, listen, we've gotten a unique build out of TY every single game so far, so I'm actually excited to see what he pulls out this time.
This has been a really good showcase of TvP builds. If you're as just against TvP as I am, it's been an eye-opening experience.
What do you mean you're against it?
Do
you protest out in front of the Blizzard HQ?
I just wish it would. Yeah, just remove TvP. Remove TvP. I'm like D1.
All right, once again, some standard openings out of both players. Thank you for the biddies, Bane Falcon.
Lyra wants battle cruisers.
So that was hella loud. Oh yeah, yeah. We haven't had a battle cruiser yet. Come on, TY. What are you doing?
We want some battle cruisers. Good old cattle bruisers.
Okay, we have the official response from Bane. Cattle bruisers are an acceptable alternative to cannon rushes. You heard it here first.
That's right. And we're gonna see another 2 racks opening here from TY. This one looks almost like regular 2-1-1 though. We'll see if we get the 3rd racks like last time, but this is a lot later. And there's the factory. So regular 2-1-1. You're gonna get your wish.
Yeah.
Kirby, you're gonna get to see some 2-1-1 action.
Did he really drop the factory before the refinery though? Is that
Yes,
a
he
thing
did.
that I've been doing wrong for years of doing this build?
If TY says it's so, that's I'm pretty sure that's all the confirmation you need on that one.
Yep.
Oh. Only thing he hit with that grenade was his own SCV.
Yeah, it's gonna be awkward in the workplace tomorrow. Okay, we're actually not gonna get a second gas at all. There's also 4 to 3 on this one? That's weird. I'm not crazy, right? You want a second gas with us? How is he gonna
He
port
did.
stem?
He put the second gas down on the low ground. I imagine that's just for.
Yeah, that's super late.
Maybe
Okay,
we got
yeah,
a small mistake out of him.
No, this is something else. This isn't the regular double medevac drop. He's got a tech lab on the factory. He's making a marauder out of one of the barracks. Well, I think that's actually normal if you're doing this in TvP. But also notably, no stim started.
Maybe saving for concussive instead? I don't know. I would expect him to be started already.
Yeah, Lyra just said in chat he thinks he just messed up. I have to agree. There's no reason not to get that second gas. Just delays everything.
It happens. We all make mistakes.
Dude, this is TY. I'm planning on studying these replays. What do you mean he made a mistake?
Maybe he's showing some mercy and. I don't know. I still say it was intentional. I just don't know what for.
Well, the resources are low, and he still doesn't have a starport, and he just added another gas, so yeah, maybe this is just a build. Combat shields on the way. It's gonna make some tanks. Also, TY's being really careful to keep this Phoenix out, so he really doesn't want Zoun to see what he's doing, and Zoun just saw what he's doing.
Yeah, he sees everything.
Yeah, so I think this is just a tank timing, no starport. This is kind of similar to what he did the second game, except that I think he had a starport that game and he made liberators with it.
But why no stem? What's a game in Richie? Stem to win.
Yeah, I think it's. I mean, it could be what Lyra said, and he just forgot the second gas, and stim was supposed to be done at this point. And since he can't start it now, maybe he's just going for combat shields because it'll finish by the time he gets there. But I mean, I'm just speculating.
Got blink and you've got blink. You've got a full shield battery here. I don't know that this goes well for TY.
Yeah, if TY makes something happen here, I'm gonna be really impressed because blink finished that many stalkers. You got the immortal up. There's no way he can do anything here, right? So I'm
Tried to drop a bunker.
So I'm gonna tank the tank shots with the immortal. He doesn't kill that tank though. That's not good. I don't think that Zoun wants to fight in front of tank fire like that. I think he just wants to be a little bit more patient.
You need more shield batteries for that. He's gonna fake shade these things out here.
Alright, TY's just gotta back off. So in the meantime, Zoun's third is up now, and
still no starport though.
Yeah, that is weird. You need a starport eventually, right? Right?
And he's opting for more racks instead of a starport.
Okay, there's a starport.
Okay. I mean, it had to happen eventually.
And behind this, TY actually took his third base before starport.
I know. The observer sees the whole armies here at home. I mean, if you're zone right now, you gotta be a little bit on edge. You're like, what is going on here? Because he scouted that there was no starport, so I would have naturally assumed that's proxied somewhere. But then you don't see anything come in to do any kind of harass. No Raven harass, no libs, nothing. No banshees or anything. So you just, I guess, macro your heart out.
Yeah. So Zoun once again going to go with the double forge and charge. I think this is the same build he did previously.
And he goes ahead and picks up 4 zealots. Gonna head over to the main, but there's turrets being built in this main here. So TY's just gonna sit here and macro, and I don't know that Zone wants that.
Yeah, we do have a War Prism coming in. TY preemptively made turrets, so he's very ready for this. I don't know, I think that lead that Zone had earlier has evaporated.
Yeah,
Like, I think he threw too many units on the ramp, he cut too many probes preparing for the push, and now he's just not ahead.
I mean, he is getting double upgrades, but I mean, he doesn't really have a whole lot of tech yet. He's stuck completely on gateways.
Yeah, once again, he doesn't have any splash, and he's not even starting any tech buildings with splash.
I mean, you have to do something, because you're gonna have tanks and liberators knocking on your front door here real quick. He does have a 4th that about to finish here, and he's got a small move out going across the map.
Yeah, I think Zone clearly likes the long game. He is putting a Robo Bay down, so either gonna get some disruptors or Colossus.
But he's about to get pushed here if he doesn't do something real quick. Got a Marine just sitting over here working on this this gateway, just with that one single Marine. Like, hey guys.
Well, we had a Zealot run by in the natural here. We actually had 8 SCVs going down.
Oh
and
yeah.
TY is killing his refinery. There's still 2 Zealots. We still have.
They're working on this engineering bay.
Yeah, War Prism's still chilling in the main. I think he can just recall that out. But okay, that's pretty good damage for Zone. You know, he's got a 17 worker lead now. He's got his 4th base up, so he's able to take advantage of that. It's not too bad. Now, if only he'd start 2-2.
I'd like to see him warping more units, and you get to the point where you should definitely have a push. And there we go.
Yeah, fight mid-map here. Now, I think Zone is just trying to pick off units, so TY can't cross the map. There's no way he engages into that, right? Okay.
No, you don't want to engage into that. And good observer placement. Oh, he loses the disruptor to the Widow Mines.
We do have 2-2 on the way, so taking advantage of that double forge opening. And we have some disruptors coming out, so if Zone can stall for a little bit longer, I think his eco is slightly better. TY just taking his 4th base now. And we got a nice Zealot warp in at the top right to take care of that. Oh, these mines going to get picked off here. They were just kind of hanging out from before.
Yeah, well, they got that disruptor a little while ago.
Alright, well, we're going to have splash damage and 2-2 in this fight. Well, not 2-2 in this fight, but at least it's on the way.
I would like to see this observer following around this army. He needs to get a couple good disruptor shots here right now. Don't lose the disruptors.
Disruptors were too far forward. They don't get anything done. Nice blink forward by Zone. He even picks off the Liberator at the 3rd.
Yeah, but don't walk into the the Widow Mine hit. Oh.
Oof. There's another mine hit here.
Oh.
Can I get an F in the chat?
More splash, more splash. Oh, good force field. Kind of separate that army up. Got that barrier up.
Alright, Zone gonna...
He really needs to get a pick on this base.
Why is Zone attacking right now? Oh, nice disruptor shot. That's the only disruptor he has, and he made it count. So...
Yeah, but he's about to lose it. Oh, he gets focused down.
Zone doesn't really have anything going for him here. Like, there's no advantage. He had the one disruptor, it did its job, but... Like, he just didn't have enough to really push through there. And on top of that, he's coming through this choke point here. So
Yeah, he's gonna try and hop into this what the original fourth. And he might be able to get a few SCV kills if he can get some good disruptors. Ooh, losing another disruptor down here to this bio army.
All right, well, 2-2 is done for Zoun, so at least the upgrades are even.
Oh, and he hops on top. He's gonna commit here.
Zoun's gonna have to back up. SCVs are pulled.
Yeah, you've got Ghost on the field now. Ooh,
Nice disruptor shot. Okay, so when all's said and done, Zoun does have a worker lead now, but he can't lose this on the retreat. Got another disco ball coming out.
Zone's gotten 30 worker kills this game. His economy has not suffered at all. He's only lost 3 workers this entire game, so I feel like he's kind of found a point where he's feeling a little bit more confident in any of the other games so far. He's with good reason.
Yeah.
There's not really been a whole lot of harass on the other side of him. He's actually able to stick it forward this time a little bit. I'd like to see a couple good disruptor shots. Oh, he goes fishing and he misses. But it allows him to hop up here into this planetary. The bio's going to hop back. The tanks are going to siege.
Ooh, tank shots.
The tanks are going to clean this up real quick.
Yeah, the disruptors got focus fire there, so they actually didn't get any shots off. So I think Zoun just loses like 3 disruptors for free there.
Yeah, you lost it all. Got another base going up. So we're an even base count here. 83 to 78 workers.
Yeah, TY teaching us how to play against disruptors here. I always thought that liberators were the right answer, but I guess if you just right click them with the tanks, they can't get any shots off.
Yeah. More bio and tanks. Starting to get some Archons built up here. There's quite a hefty supply difference here between these two players right now, even though it was just a big engagement. You would expect the Protoss to be able to remax a little bit quicker.
Yeah, I don't know why Zoun was being so active on the map. Like, I don't know if maybe he's just worried about playing TY in the late game, and he's
like,
gonna
go
okay,
fishing.
Well,
he goes fishing. Oh, he gets an untank for his.
Okay, that's something.
Right before this fight, that's a big deal. Oh wow, he's using the ghost, to pick off these observers out on the map.
Yeah, I thought that Zoun was actually very much in this game earlier, and just because of a few weird fights, just kind of threw it away.
He can still zone with these disruptors if he can get it. Ooh, that's a lot of tanks.
All right, these disco balls need
good
to
disruptors.
land.
Oh, those were great disruptor hits. The Archon's gonna hop on top of the tanks. We got Stalkers focusing on tanks as well. And this army gets cleaned up. This actually went really, really well for Zoun.
That's what Zoun needed. He had some really nice disruptor shots to start that fight. Cleaned up a lot of the tank line, and then, yeah, Archon's able to roll through and clean up everything else. So I think that's what Zoun needed to get back into this game. And look at that, 5th base started up. He's got 88 workers.
4 Templars on the way, making Archons.
Oh, yes.
I think the splash that the Archons provide for up close when the bio gets in, and then having those disruptors shoot in, that's working a little bit better for him this game.
Yeah, sorry,
and now
guys, I had the score backwards all game. We're just hyping up Zoun.
I think the longer this goes on, though, it starts to zone, especially now that he's got these ghosts here, and they've got the enhanced shockwaves upgrade, so they can get rid of the shields on this army really fast.
Yeah, Zealot run by going here. Looks like Zoun's going to go into the top right at the same time. There's really not much here to defend for TY. So this is going to get a lot of damage done while he's distracted up here. This is not a good spot to fight.
Nasty. He got all of the army with those EMPs. The only thing that has shields left is going to be a couple of those Colossus. Everything else lost it.
I don't know if
and then took tank hits.
I don't know if it's Zoun taking bad fights or good positioning by TY, but Zoun keeps finding himself into these really bad positions. It's like right up here, he was in this like awkward choke area in the middle, and TY sieged up all of his tanks on the top of the cliff, EMP'd everything, and then right-clicked the center of it, and everything died.
Yeah. We got a TY's going to clean up these zealots down here in the bottom. And he's got great vision of the map. He knows exactly where the army is. And Zoun really can't poke in here without him knowing where he's going. The tank army is just going to come in here. He's going to try and bait this Protoss army in. He sieges. He's just going to try and bait him in.
Yeah,
That's the smart decision, is to get out of there. Ooh, good
look
disruptor
at that
hit.
Tank count, man.
He just got
12.
He just got 6 Marauders with 1 disruptor hit, so it's a good little pickup. Got some zealots out here trying to get some work done. Three about to finish up here for TY though.
Yeah, Zoun for the moment has an upgrade lead, which is uncharacteristic but good. Both players kind of posturing around the map here. TY will take out this bottom left base, trade it for this top right base. Although TY still has all his tanks up here. He might just... Oh. No, okay, so TY is just going to siege on the high ground. I don't expect Zoun to engage here.
Ooh,
right?
loses a disruptor and gets 2 tanks, so...
Okay, well, in the meantime, TY is just pushing up the left side.
Yeah, he's going to go ahead and recall most of the army back here to try to take care of this. But he does lose 2 bases in the meantime.
Their base goes down. TY is losing all the SCVs that were at that, what is it, 6th base? Alright, I believe. This is Zoun's game to win. He's got to set up a nice fight. He's got to not fight in front of the tanks.
Yeah, he's got to get something done here if he's committing here. The tanks are away from this. This is actually a really good start to this fight for. And there's the EMPs. The tanks are going to start to show up. This bio and these tanks are just a little too much.
But Rolch, the nuclear missile has been detected.
Oh, the
TY
nukes!
is taking this game to the next level. Oof.
The nukes. More nukes.
Oh my god.
Oh. He's going to get he's going to kill the pylon. Yep, it's a dead pylon. Oh, that's depowered. Oh, yeah. And the tank hit.
And just like that, 2 nukes later, Zoun is down 20 supply and on the back foot.
And this tank bio army is moving across the map. Ooh, almost. Disruptor balls make you sit on the edge of your seat.
Oh, that's funny. The ghost is blocking the entrance to the base, so he's gonna kill that other pylon.
Oh no. Oh, and this slow tank push is just agonizing.
Oh no!
Ooh! Oh, and he killed the disruptors before their balls could go off. And another nuke. Oh!
Jeez. I love the way TY is playing this right now.
Oh my goodness. It's so...
Oh my god, the nuke!
Oh! The Colossus is just dead. Everything's dead. And there's no army left. There's 43 army saw.
You gotta respect that Colossus, man. He just took a nuke to the face and survived. I think nukes need a buff.
I think it's a little late for the carriers. Just
I don't know.
Yeah, TY's just gonna push up here.
This one carrier has a dream.
He's living on a prayer.
And
GG's are called. And that's it for the show match. 5-0 in the favor of TY.
Alright guys, well I hyped Stone up early. He did 3-0 innovation and then 2-0 innovation, but that wasn't good enough for him tonight. TY takes the show match 5-0. GG's. Thanks everyone for watching. Once again, this was hosted by Alpha X and Team Gosu. Thank you for all the sub gifts, Rolch and Cloud. That'll be it.
Take care of our peeps.
if you're just getting here now, block-ins, the VODs are stored, so you can check those out after. Yeah.
All right, guys.
Once again, thanks for watching and have a good night.
Don't forget to check out our Instagram and Twitter and all this fun stuff. It's Team Gosu. We're on Facebook as well, so hit up the social media.
Yeah. Oh, and lastly, hit that follow button if you haven't already.
Follow, follow, follow.
All right, guys. Have a good one.